Hello everyone! Today we're recording from the hot tub.
Welcome back to Crime Curiosity, the podcast where we uncover the wildest true crime tales you thought you knew. I'm your host Morgan, and today I'm sitting down with a guest who's bringing us a story that broke the boundaries of the impossible.
Hello everyone, it's Caroline here. Before we get into this episode, I just wanted to give you a brief background on myself and how I've spent my time studying the Alcatraz escape and just like the history of the Alcatraz. So I decided to do some research on the Alcatraz escape because I feel like prison escapes aren't something that were discussed a lot in class and like in my previous criminal justice classes. So I wanted to gain a deeper insight on them and how the theory worked behind them. And I definitely did with this case. I really found myself enjoying all the research I did. But like I said, I want to give you a little bit more background info before we get into the details, just so you can gain a little bit more of that context. So there were 14 total attempted escapes involving 36 inmates. 14 of them were recaptured, 7 were killed, 3 drowned, but 5 remain mystery. And today we're going to talk about 3 of those that remain a mystery. United States Penitentiary at Alcatraz Island was once deemed escape-proof. Surrounded by hazardous water and riddled with security guards, along with the newest technology, a successful escape hardly seemed possible. So, what really is a prison escape? Well, it's defined as the unlawful act of a prisoner fleeing from the custody of a correctional facility, thereby evading legal confinement. It typically involves the deliberate breach of physical barriers such as cell walls, fences, or locked doors. Often includes the use of deception, force, or assistance from others. It is considered a very serious offense as it undermines institutional authority and poses potential risks to public safety. I'm sure we all have heard about Alcatraz, the prison, but it has a more expansive history than one might think. It went from a fortress to a military prison, where it eventually led to being a maximum security minimum privilege penitentiary, and then it eventually closed down due to its costly nature. Later, Native American activists took it over momentarily, but it currently resides as a historical landmark that you can visit today. Now back to the episode where you will learn even more about this 1962 escape from Alcatraz prison.
So, Caroline, you've been researching a prison escape that has gone unsolved for 60 years?
Yeah, that's right. It's one of the most legendary escapes in American history, the 1962 escape from Alcatraz prison.
Wait, people actually escape from Alcatraz? I thought that was just Hollywood.
No, it really happened. 3 men, Frank Morris, the brothers John and Clarence Anglin, vanished from one of the most secure prisons in the world, and they were never seen again.
Wow, okay. Take us there. What made Alcatraz so escape-proof?
Picture this. Alcatraz was a maximum security prison, sitting on an island surrounded by freezing cold, fast-moving waters. It had top-notch security and was built for inmates who had caused problems at other prisons. Think worst of the worst.
And these 3, Morris and Anglin, why were they even there?
Frank Morris, he was super smart. He had a high IQ and a long rap sheet. He did burglaries, robberies, and even escaped from multiple other prisons. The Anglin brothers were serial burglars and also known for trying to escape before. They all ended up in neighboring cells, and that's where the plot began.
Oh, this is already sounding like a heist movie.
It really is. Starting in 1961, they slowly carved holes in their cells with spoons and a drill made from a vacuum cleaner. Behind the walls was a hidden corridor that led to a vent system in the roof. They built a raft out of raincoats, made paddles, and even created fake heads out of soap, toilet paper, and real hair to fool the guards during bed checks.
They built all of this inside a prison?
Yup, they even set up a secret workshop above their cells. Alan West, a 4th inmate, helped plan everything but couldn't escape in time. He later told the FBI everything they were planning.
So what happened after they got out?
They disappeared into the night. No one knows for sure what happened. The FBI searched for years and years, and in 1979 declared them drowned. But the U.S. Marshals still have the case open today.
Okay, so they were clever, but why risk everything? Was it just for freedom?
See, that's where the criminology theories help understand why they did what they did. One major theory is the rational choice theory. This theory says that criminals weigh the risks and rewards. These men know the dangers, but saw it an escape was worth it. They choose a stormy night, built fake heads to delay detection. All of their plan, it was all calculated.
So they basically did a prison version of a cost-benefit analysis.
Exactly, but that's not the only theory at play. General strain theory says people commit crimes when they're under pressure, like isolation, lack of control, or harsh environments. Alcatraz had all of them. For them, escape was a coping mechanism.
That makes sense. What about the system itself? Wasn't it kind of stacked against them?
It was. That's where no me theory comes in. It suggests that when people can't reach goals through legal means, they turn to innovation, like escape. Alcatraz denied them freedom and opportunities, so they found another way.
Okay, real talk. If this could happen in the most secure prison in the country, how do we stop it from happening again?
See, I actually developed a policy recommendation for that. It's called the Incentive-Based Compliance Program, or IBCP.
Ooh, fancy. What's that? What's the idea?
So, it's about flipping the rational choice theory in favor of the prison system. Instead of focusing only on punishment, it rewards inmates who follow the rules. The better they behave, the more privileges they earn, like longer visitation, better jobs, and more recreation time.
Kind of like leveling up in a video game?
Exactly. But if they break the rules or try to escape, they lose everything and drop to the lowest level. It increases the cost of escaping and makes good behavior more appealing.
I like that. It's positive, but it also... lost my train of thought here. But it also holds people accountable. Any downside?
Well, there are a few, I will admit. Some inmates make fake good behavior. It also might not work for people who act on impulse or emotion. However, with proper oversight and staff training, the system can really promote safety and reduce escape attempts.
So, big question. Do you think they made it?
Oof. I want to believe they did. I really do. I can picture them in Brazil, sipping on coconuts on the beach somewhere. But I have to think realistically. The odds are slim. Still, no bodies, no proof. It's one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries, though, to this day.
Okay, I'm obsessed now. This case has everything. Brains, bravery, theories, raincoat wrapped, and you made it all so clever, Caroline. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. It's one of those cases that just stays with you. That's what I've been learning over this research. Like, it's just so fascinating to me and something that I just keep dwelling on.
That's it for today on Crime Curiosity. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow and maybe look under your bed just in case a paper mache head is staring back at you. Wow, thank you.
Bye guys, thanks for having me, Morgan.
Yeah,
I had such a fun time.